Collinwood and the town of Collinsport itself are slowly falling into the grip of a new nameless terror. Its nature is not yet known even to those who have already become its victims. Their lives have changed. They are inwardly frightened, and they don't know why.
Is this the Lowell Apothecary? This is Mrs. Todd from the antique shop down the street. Is my husband still there? What? You haven't seen him? But he just went there a few minutes ago to buy some cigarettes. I see. Thank you. What do you want from me?
Honey, it's me. Why did you lock the door?
Thank heaven.
To let the book be stolen.
I didn't mean to!
There is no margin for error. Punishment is necessary.
Don't sleep!
There is no margin for error. Punishment is necessary.
Punishment is no longer necessary.
What are you doing here?
The baby is sick. I have come to make it better. It's such a beautiful baby.
Let me have him. Please.
After you give him this, his fever will go down.
What's in here?
It's kind of medicine. It's just what he needs.
How do you know that?
I know.
Listen. What you just
You
saw
don't
now.
have to explain to me. I understand exactly what was happening.
You're the one who stole the book, aren't you?
Yes.
You've got to bring it back. We must have it.
I'm afraid that isn't possible.
Why not?
Because I am the keeper of the book and the protector of the baby. We all have our duties. You have found yours, and now I found mine.
How do I know you're not lying to me?
He isn't, Philip. I know he's speaking the truth.
Take the baby upstairs now and give him his medicine.
Yes. Yes, I will. Oh, and thank you very much, David. We're both very grateful.
You do believe me now, don't you?
Yes, I believe you.
Is Carolyn Stoddard here?
No, I haven't seen her all evening.
Oh, well, do you know if you might be expecting her later this evening?
Well, I really don't know.
Well, I must get a message to her right away.
Well, she may be at Collinwood. You could try calling her there.
Good evening, Mr. Prescott.
Oh, good evening. Oh, didn't we meet here the other day? Oh, you're David Collins, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I should be going back to Collinwood shortly. Would you like for me to take a message to Carolyn?
Well, yes, I would like that very much. But you must promise me not to give it to anyone but Carolyn.
Oh, I won't, I promise.
And tell her I will be back in my hotel room within the hour.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much. Sorry to have troubled you.
No trouble at all.
Did you get the feeling that he was frightened of something?
Yes, I did.
Did the baby have his medicine?
Yes.
It should begin to take effect in a little while. If you ever need my help, I will come to you. But no one is to know. No one.
We understand.
Good night, Megan.
Good night.
Good night, Philip.
Good night, David.
Why do I keep coming back to this place? What is it? Why is it here? Why can't I resist coming here? I have to find the answer.
How did Quentin himself look?
Well, strangely enough, there are no pictures of Clinton at all.
Why not?
I don't know.
How many women lived in the house during Quentin's time?
Oh, perhaps this woman didn't live in the house.
Then why would she appear to me?
Perhaps when we see her picture, we can find that out. It wasn't this woman, was it?
No, who's that?
That's Beth Chavez. She was a servant in the house. She was going to marry Quentin.
That's her. Yes, her hair was quite different, but that's the one.
Of course. It makes complete sense.
It does? Why?
Well, that's Jenny Collins. She was married to Quentin.
Why should this woman's spirit, or whatever it was, come to me, then?
Chris, I guess it's time you found out.
Found out what?
That Jenny Collins is your great-grandmother.
Julia. Are you serious? Then I'm really a Collins. How?
Well, Jenny and Quentin had 2 children, twins. Quentin abandoned Jenny and she went mad. Edward Collins locked her in the tower room, and the 2 children were sent to board with a Mrs. Fillmore.
Fillmore was my grandmother Lenore's last name.
But Chris, what did Jenny's appearance to you mean? She said you had to find Quentin.
And why should Quentin Collins be able to help me?
Because the curse started with Quentin. Yes, and then it was intended to go on to the eldest son in each succeeding generation.
And that's why I'm the way I am.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me. I was looking for Carolyn.
Oh, David, please come in. I'd like to ask your help with something.
Now, wait a minute, Julia. What do you have in mind?
Well, we're going to hold a seance, and I wonder if you'd be willing to participate with us. Would you?
Well, sure, if you really want me to.
But I think you have to know one thing, that we're going to try and reach the spirit of Quentin Collins.
Quentin?
Oh, David, you really don't have anything to fear from Quentin. You know that, David. When you got well, Quentin's spirit disappeared from this house forever. Now, Chris, this is terribly important to him. He's in desperate need of help.
It could be a great help to me, David.
Well, I'll help if I can.
Good. Thank you, dear. I'll get everything we need.
Boy should have gotten to Cullenwood by now. Why doesn't Carolyn call me? No, I'm talking to myself. That's fine. Just fine. Made me do that. December 4th. What does it mean?
How's the baby, Megan?
His fever's gone, and he's breathing normally again.
Then David was right.
Yes.
What is it, Megan?
Philip, I want you to know something. I understand. I understand now.
Understand what?
Why you tried to punish me. You were just doing what you had to do.
I'm sorry, Megan.
Oh, you mustn't be. It was my fault about the book being missing. Oh, really, it was my fault. I'm so happy that it's safe now with David.
So am I. And we've got to be very careful now, Megan. We can't make any more mistakes.
You're not going to work much longer, are you?
No, I was just thinking of finishing now. Why don't we close up the shop? I was just about to close.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to trouble you, but I was hoping you might have heard from Carolyn by now.
You mean she hasn't gotten in touch with you?
No, and I can't understand why.
Well, how odd. David left here about a few minutes after you did. He should have been back at Collinwood at least a half an hour ago.
Yes. Well, I'm sorry to have troubled you.
Hey, but wait a minute. Philip, we almost forgot to give him the message.
What message?
Well, someone left an envelope for you.
Of course, how stupid of me. My mind was on the bills.
Well, please, give it to me.
Sure.
Who gave this to you?
A man came in with it. I never saw him before.
Well, what did he look like?
To tell you the truth, I was busy with the bills.
You must have had a good look at him.
I really didn't pay any attention.
Mrs. Todd, do you know what he looked like?
I'm terribly sorry, but well, I was upstairs at the time with the baby.
Place your hands on the table. The fingers must touch. The circle must not be broken. We seek a spirit whose earthly body once inhabited this house. Quentin Collins, it is your spirit we seek. If you can hear us, come to us, for there is one here who needs your help. Spirit of Quentin Collins, respond to us. If we are reaching you wherever you are, give us a sign. Can you tell us who you are?
I am Jameson Collins.
Jameson? Why have you responded to us?
Who is it that you want?
We want to communicate with the spirit of Quentin Collins.
Quentin Collins cannot hear you.
Hey, what do you mean?
His spirit is gone. There can be no communication anymore.
I don't understand. You must tell us more.
His spirit will not come to you. This is all I know.
Can't you tell us why?
All I know. All I know.
Julie!
He's all right, Chris. David, wake up now. It's over, dear. There.
What happened? Did Quentin's spirit come?
No, it didn't. You can go upstairs now. Thank you very much for your help.
Well, what did happen?
Nothing. I'll tell you all about it later. All right?
You promise?
I promise.
Well, now we don't know anything more than we did before.
Yes, we do. He said that Quentin's spirit could not hear us or communicate with us.
What does that mean?
Chris, it could possibly mean that Quentin Collins is still alive.
What does it mean? Payment due? Why was it left in that antique shop? Whoever left it there knew I was waiting to hear from Carolyn. Who is following me? Who knows we meet in that shop? Someone's outside the door.
It's just your imagination.
Is it? Make sure. You must find out who was after you. You must know. A mark on the cairn.
No!